The power of the purse, Mr. Speaker, is a power that was always intended to reside with the legislature. And, we like to play teams sometimes here in the legislature, Republicans versus Democrats on issues. I'm here to tell you that right now, I'm going to tell you about how wrong Republicans have been on this issue. Because guess who passed the current policy to abrogate their responsibility to use the power of the purse as it relates to federal funds? Republicans. Republicans gave up this authority in the 1930s. Our Republican governor signed it. They were wrong. They gave up their responsibility. They gave up their authority. I believe they violated their oath of office to give away a power that has been with the legislative branch of government for at least 1,000 years, going back at least to the Magna Carta. You could argue further back than that. But at very least coming out of English common law, that the legislature is supposed to be making fiscal decisions. I would contend that we showed that we could be nimble under COVID issues, under COVID restrictions. As a matter of fact, we came in relatively short order and passed a bill to give a whole lot of ability for the governor to respond to COVID. We passed that on a widely bipartisan bill. And I remember we were all scattered around this room. We were up in the gallery there, up in the gallery here. We were spread out here on the floor. But we came in and did the job of the people to legislate, because that's what we are called to do. We still have that capability under this proposal. And this is about returning the authority that we were supposed to have all along to fix what Republicans got wrong 100 years ago, to say that the legislature is supposed to be the ones making this decision, and to go to the people of Wisconsin and say, don't you agree that the people of Wisconsin, through their legislative process, through their representatives, state senators, state representatives, don't you believe that that's the right way to do it? The governor has his authorities. He has the authority of enforcement. That's Constitution 101. The authority of enforcement through him himself, the Attorney General's office. That's the mechanism. You look at the rotunda out there, and you see that the emblem for the executive branch is the Roman soldier. It's the enforcement arm. It's not the legislative arm. The legislative arm is supposed to be deliberative. We're supposed to consider the options. We're supposed to act on those options in the best interest of Wisconsin. It's clear this restores a mistake from 100 years ago, and I'm glad to support this and get this to the people, because I know the people of Wisconsin will vote in favor of this. They will vote for restoring our state constitutional authorities.